No time for a proper intro. Let's get right into the action. We're going to the Raleigh dump. Alright, we're back here at the Raleigh dump. First session 35. So there was actually a house on this lot at one time. And I think this is the foundation, one of the corner posts. Can't think of any other reason why there would be multiple bricks stuck together, perfectly level. Yeah, it's got to be something, some kind of foundation for sure. Alright, we got that out of the way. Okay, we are getting down to the layer. I think we have a broken Pepsi. Yeah, that is another broken Pepsi. No first one for today, but the last time we found a bunch of these. And we are digging about 2 feet over from there, so that makes sense. Alright, we're down to the good layer now. I got my glove on this time, so let's see if I can find something. Piece of an embossed beer. That was kind of a trick layer. It's already gone. It's only about 2.5 or 3 inches. I hope there's some stuff deeper. Alright, we got 3 broken Pepsis now. All about 1908. Unfortunately, there's a 14-inch plug of fill dirt in here before I get down to the next layer. But I see I got a bottle here. It's no good anyway. Alright, that's where the first layer was. I'm down about another 15 inches and I'm just now starting to hit more glass. What do we got? Looks like a screw top. But it must be a really early one. At least it's embossed. And it's not a Vaseline. Pompanian cream made by Pompanian Manufacturing Company. Yeah, usually they're smaller. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing that right, but it's definitely old enough to turn purple, but cracked up. Okay, we are down into a nice crunchy layer. All kinds of glass showing up. Of course, it's all broken. I don't know why it's so dark in here, but we have one showing up here. It's a nice big one. It's like a quart-sized whiskey, maybe. Maybe even bigger. Feels like a water bottle of the half-gallon size. I think I'll get my light so you can see it and enjoy this treasure hunt better. Well, this flashlight barely does anything, so I'll do what I can. It's not embossed in the middle like I was expecting. North Perth, Ontario, Canada. What the heck? I wouldn't expect any Canadian bottles to be over here, but what's a Henry K. Wampole? What would that be? It's not mineral water if it's a patent medicine company. Or is it? I don't know, but the embossing is just not exciting on this one. But it could be worth $40 or $50 possibly. And we have a broken strap-sided flask, which was quite probably a dispensary, but it's broken down a little too far to tell. Alright, I see one. Oh, it's broken. Slick anyway. Okay, what do we got this time? I think I know what it is. But no. It's something I've never seen before. Damn it, it has cracks all over it. Slater, Meyer and Company, Richmond, Virginia. Yeah, I've never seen one of these before. But I'm still going to bring it home and spray paint it to cover up those unsightly cracks. Alright, we've got another one showing up. With a coconut shell on top of it. Could it be a dispensary flask? No, but it could be an 8-ounce drugstore with embossing, hopefully. Oh no, it's a slick. Alright, we got some kind of a crock showing up. Okay, just pulled this flask out. It's got kind of a bulging neck. No embossing, of course, but I think we're about ready to get that crock out of there. It's not a jug, unfortunately. It's just some kind of a kitchen type of crock. But there's a small chance it could have something printed on it, but sure doubt it. Oh, somebody broke a hole in the bottom to use it for a flower pot, I imagine. And it's got a chip on it. But I don't know why some people gotta be so picky. It's just gonna sit on the shelf anyway. Okay, we got something else showing up. It always amazes me that there's so many branches thrown down here and they're still as solid as they were 110 years ago. Making it really difficult to get around them. Okay, is it going to be a flask? No, it's more of a medicine type. No embossing, but it's a little bit different for a slick. Okay, I just found this ink. I thought it was a broken bottle, so I just pulled it out without filming it. But it does appear to be in perfect condition. Alright, we are into a very nice layer. It's actually kind of unpleasant because it's so tightly packed. Anyway, I just found this. I don't know what it is. Got a little bit of embossing right there. Looks like a 12-ounce soda of some sort. Seems to be a flask right here, but it's got a hole in it. Then we got some kind of a bottleneck right here. And we have some kind of a bottle base right there. Alright, we got this one. It's badly broken. This one's almost ready to come out. This one's halfway out. And I didn't even show you this one. That's just a champagne, so I wasn't concerned with that. But we also have this one. A lot of stuff right there. Okay, the first one out was just one of these California fig syrup companies. We already knew that was broken. There's a lot of shoes in here too, and they're still in very good condition. It's just weird how this clay preserves everything. Okay, let's see, what have we got? No, that's not ready yet either. There's another one showing up right here. Broken. It is a straight side of Coke. I think we got them about ready now. And another bottle has shown up while clearing the way. So let's start with this one. Just the English mineral water. What about this guy? It is a beer with the older style top from the turn of the century. Completely full of water. No embossing though. And we got some kind of a food product. Looks like a horseradish. Got a hole in it, but that doesn't matter because these are really very common. Okay, we got what is definitely a patent medicine, but the neck is broken off. Yeah, I didn't break it. See how dirty that is? Okay, does it say anything on it? It does. Looks interesting too. Dang it, I never found one of these before. The People's Healing Liniment, manufactured by S.H. Winstead Medicine Company, but no city or state listed. Interesting. Oh, there it is. Paducah, Kentucky. Yeah, definitely never seen one of them. Alright, and the champagne. Nothing really special about that. Might get $3 or $4 somehow. But while wiping the neck off, the whole neck label just came off in my hand. It's like made out of lead or something. It's got names printed in it. But I don't know if I should bring that back. Maybe glue it back on and polish it up a bit. And whatever this thing is, it looks like a piece of, I want to say it's a radiator hose, but some kind of petrified piece of rubber. Okay, I see a bottle over here. Let me clear some more out of there. And here's a piece of that broken soda from Millis, Mass. It's a Puritas, or no, it's a Puritan. Yeah, nothing too special. But this is also one. I think it's got sort of a rounded bottom. Yep, that's what the whole one looks like. Early crown top. Nice looking bottle. Okay, we got something showing up. Okay, it's a slick, but it's got a nice recessed panel on it. Pretty nice looking one. So that was the second layer. And now there's another foot until there's a third layer. I'm just getting down into some glass now. Hopefully it'll be 1890s. Pretty hard to tell just from that. And I just pulled out this blob top beer neck. Yeah, definitely could be 1890s, and we got something else showing up. Yeah, it's pretty hard to tell, but definitely looks like 1890s to me. We got a shoe sticking out, like the 20th shoe of the day. Got a nice big heel on it. Okay, we might have a crock of some kind again. Okay, what is this? It's broken. It looks like an early water pipe from the 1890s. Whoa, look what I just found. Look at the detail and the color. That would have been incredible. I think it's a half-gallon water bottle of some sort. I'm going to save that shard. Okay, I'm down 7 feet now. I just exposed something with embossing right there. And the slug plate is showing right up front. Richmond, Virginia, I can tell that. Oh, it's probably gonna be a beer. Probably a blob top too. Right, it is a Peter Stump in the later style. The earlier ones are beautiful honey amber with the eagle embossed on them. But still, this is a very rare one. But it doesn't have the top. So I'm gonna bring it home and saw it off right there and make a drinking glass. I also found what would have been a really nice coffin flask. It's a shame that they have to have these layers so far separated with the 14 or 15 inch plug between each layer. I just don't have time to dig this anymore. I might have an hour of daylight left at the most, and I still have about a 4.5 foot thick layer to dig out, which is going to take a long time. I think we have another one of these Puritan sodas. Somebody must have thrown a 6-pack of them in here. Not sure if they sold them in that form, but certainly is a lot of them in here. Well, 3 anyway. Okay, there it is. Yep, it's another one. Seems to be in good shape. Another soda with the top broken off. But if it's a rare one, it could be good anyway. What is it? It's watermelon slug plated, but no embossing. Definitely never found one of those in here. I think we have another one. Another one of those Puritan bottles. Sure looks like it's going to be one. Oh my God. Well, that's what you get for yanking on them. If you pull them out too hard, too soon, it breaks in half. Okay, I think I got a flask coming out. It's a little bit of an odd shape. I can tell what it's going to say on the bottom. It's going to say Paul Jones. Yep, there it is. Their flasks are just a little bit skinnier and taller than most. Okay, just pulled this one out. I don't know what it says, but I am too busy right now. I'll get to that when I get back home. It's got something big and amber showing up here. Hopefully this one's not going to snap. Okay, it's just one of these. The Maltine Manufacturing Company. Okay, there's another one. Whiskey Fifth. Well, actually, it's a little smaller, but slick as all amber whiskeys are. Okay, what is this? It looks like a soda with an odd rounded bottom, but it's skinnier than those English ones. Could this be an American one? Okay, I think it's ready. Is that a Pepsi? No, but it certainly is unusual. I don't know why it'd be slick like that. Alright, found another Dr. Kilmer's Swamp Root. It's still full. Partially full. Nice little cure bottle. See a drugstore coming out. Is it going to be embossed? Nope. Okay, we got something that looks like a Whiskey Fifth, possibly. And it's going to be embossed because it has a fancy base on it. Alright. And it is something a little different. It's only from Chicago, but I like that base on it. It's got a nice looking neck as well. So, yeah, I'll turn that purple and sell it for probably $22. Okay, just yanked that one out of there. It's some kind of a sauce bottle. No embossing on that one. But I also see an amber flask. And it has those interesting ribs on the shoulder. But if you've been watching my videos, that's what I call a Raleigh flask. Only Raleigh has those shapes. It's not going to be embossed, but it's still a pretty neat bottle. Yeah, we got a lot more still to go and only about 15 minutes of light left. Okay, I got two bottles. This one's got the neck broken off. I can pretty much tell what it is already. It's one of those Robert Portner beers. The late kind from around 1910. But what do we got here? Better not be another champagne. It is. Interesting piece right there. Broken, but maybe some artisan would take it and make something out of it. Okay, we got some kind of a blob top neck. Probably another one of those English mineral water types. Not going to be too careful with it because they're very common. That would have been a great one right there. The side's broken out. But the side is still in there. I can glue it back in. Still looks pretty good on a shelf. There's one of these that actually says it's made in Raleigh, but this is the common Baltimore variety. But still, it's pretty nice. I'm going to bring it home with me. Just popped out a soda and it's sparkling clean. Haven't even seen what kind it is yet. Of course, it's a straight side of Coke. But that is definitely the most perfect example I found in here. And for some weird reason, somebody put a cork in it. Who puts a cork in a Coke bottle? I don't know, maybe they were using it for something else after they finished. Alright, it's really dark now. But I have a number of bottles showing up. That could be an embossed North Carolina flask right there. Then we got something showing up right here. Nope, it's not a North Carolina, but it is embossed. Pretty good looking one. To Richmond, Virginia. This bottle is practically glowing. I think it has gold paint inside of it. Alright, I just found my first Moxie intact. All the others were broken, but this one seems to be in perfect condition. Alright, found another one of these headache cure bottles. So that's a pretty good bottle. Okay, we have a big amber squared off kind of a flask. I seriously doubt it's going to have any embossing on it, but it's a unique slick anyway. There's always a chance it is embossed. I have seen several of this style that did have embossing, but not local ones. Okay, it's getting really dark now. Don't really like being over here at night, but I really hate the idea of digging so deep and then filling it back in when there's still good bottles. There's definitely an embossed drugstore right here. Alright, hopefully I can get it out of there without breaking it. Can you even see the thing? Where is it? Okay, there it is. King Drug Company, and of course it has a giant crack in it. Alright, I'm back home. I got the bottles cleaned up, so let's have a look at the treasure. Alright, I'm assuming this is the best bottle of the day. I've never found one before, not even a broken one. I just looked on eBay's completed auctions to see what they're going for, and there hasn't been one on eBay in at least half a year. And then I did a general search on Google. Could not find a picture of one of these. It's gotta be pretty rare then. It's pretty crazy clean too. Just use soap and water on it. But so without being able to find out, I'm just gonna assume it's worth $55. Next we have the Coke bottle. What are these worth? To me they're worth $50. I've sold several for that price, and this one maybe even $55 because it's a really nice example. I'll probably take one day in the tumbler to make it really nice. No damage on that one. So we've already reached at least the $100 mark. And here's a bottle I didn't catch on film because, as you know, it was getting dark and I didn't have much time and I didn't want to be over there in the dark. There was actually 3 more of these that were broken in half. But this one's in mint condition. And here's another bottle I didn't film. It's a nice early example. And I could have sworn this bottle was perfect. But it has this crack in the shoulder and several other small problems just developed in the last couple hours. But I'm sure somebody will still give me $5 for it because it's a rare cure bottle. Now this one, I didn't really know what it was when I found it. I was in a hurry, so I didn't really investigate it. But now I'm pretty surprised because I've never seen one of these. It's from the Hicks Capudine fame. You know, those Hicks Capudine bottles are all over the place, but this is one I've never seen. Maybe I saw a broken one on one of the recent digs. I'm starting to forget which things I've seen and which I haven't. But surely it's only the second one. I think I found a broken shard of one. But it's still got the original stuff in it. It says it tastes good. Well, if it's so good, why did they throw it away when it's still half full? And speaking of full bottles, this one makes me wonder. It's obviously a beer bottle, but it's completely full to the neck. I mean, to the exact spot a bottling company would fill it to. I think it may have been reused for spring water. You know, they used to reuse bottles sometimes and for different purposes than what the original product was. I don't think I showed you this one either. It doesn't look like anything special really, but the bottom of it. But it is a Bixby shoe polish company. Some people collect those. This could be a rare one because I've never seen one like it before. And here we have the sample Dr. Kilmer's Swamp Root Kidney Liver Bladder Cure. And if I'm not mistaken, that's part of the original contents in there as well. A lot of these bottles still have the stoppers in it. I guess corks disintegrate most of the time, but in this preserved layer of clay, they seem to be holding up quite well. And the flask. I've found a few of these in the past. It's good looking embossing though. Alright, here's this rare patent medicine. Figured somebody that collects bottles from Kentucky might still have a use for it. Then we have the mysterious bottle of gold. Okay, first of all, this is a drugstore bottle. If this is gold paint, which is what I'm thinking it is, why would it be sold in a pharmacy bottle like that? I don't know, I think it's still viable liquid in there. Might be having real gold in there, I think it is. I don't know how they made this stuff 110 years ago, but I think they actually used powdered gold mixed with some other stuff to make a paint. Okay, then we got the ink bottle. It's a pretty nice looking one. It's a nicer shade of aqua than the average, so I'm going to put a $7 value on that one. And then we have the Moxie bottle. Maybe I did find a whole one of these on one of my last digs. I've already forgotten. But this one is truly mint. Just needs a day of tumbling the inside. So that's one of the better finds of the day. Alright, even though this one is broken, just look at that patina on there. Beautiful coloration. Beautiful embossing too. So even though the side's broken out, I think some people would be satisfied to put that on their shelf. Yeah, these dark brown bottles sometimes show off the stain in a really nice way. It also depends on the quality of the glass and the type of soil it's buried in. But this one is a really nice example. And I found 3 or 4 champagnes. Every one of them had a foil neck label still. And the neck label has some nice embossing on it. So I was careful to preserve this one. The other two, the labels kind of came off. Just a slight twist of it will make it detach from the neck. And this rare beer, or what's left of it, I'm going to cut it off into a glass. And we can't forget about these Puritan bottles. Found 3 of them. Unfortunately,
Several bruises ended up on this. It's got a few little problems now, but too good to throw away. And the second one, it's in pretty good shape. I think that one is actually mint. And this one is the one that I snapped in half. Let that be a lesson to you. I was trying to get it out of there a little bit faster so you guys wouldn't have to sit around and watch, and holding a camera with one hand is making it difficult. So anyway, I brought it home anyway and glued it back together. Even though it does have several other damaged spots. Still might get a few dollars out of it. And this flask. I found a few of these in the past, but this one's more of a honey amber color, so the general rule of thumb is honey amber is better than a medium or a dark amber. It's scarcer in honey amber for most bottles, and of course it just looks better. And then of course this teal buffalo mineral water. It's a shame about that one. That would have been a great one to add to my collection. Let me show you a picture of what a whole one looks like. We got a Chamberlain's cough remedy. I don't think I caught that one on film coming out. It's got the cork still in it. And a little bit of the medicine. Kind of interesting to have actual medicine from 120 years ago. And then we got this crock stoneware. Looks good sitting on the shelf, but of course it has a big hole in the bottom. Don't know if that was done on purpose, but it still makes a good display. Then we have the Maltine. It's a very clean example, and it's more of a honey amber than any of them I've ever seen. So that might be worth $8 considering it's the best one I've ever seen. Yeah, I don't know what happened to this one. It's the first one of these I've ever found from Richmond. So much damage. But you know, if you spray paint it silver, all that ugly stuff will be hidden. Sitting on the shelf, it'll still look really nice. And this King Drug Company is also not looking too good anymore. So I'm going to spray paint that one as well. And last but not least, we have this embossed whiskey. I found a couple of these over the course of my 33 years, but it's a good one. No, it's fairly common, but it's got a nice looking base on it, and if it turn it sun purple, it certainly will sell for $18 to $20. Oh yeah, I almost forgot this guy. The big amber flask. And this is nothing special. I used to find these all the time, but I haven't seen any Dr. S pictures coming out of the ground lately. Maybe they're more of a Western thing. They don't look like a Western bottle though. Well, that's most of the better stuff anyway, so might have found $300 worth of stuff today. At the very least $250. That was a tough dig. I am worn out. It's 2 days later and I wanted to go digging somewhere today, but I'm just too sore.